What's up, everybody? It's Adam Richmond, and you are listening to 3 Point Conversion, because you clearly have excellent taste.
I just want to say a few quick words on the verdict today. Obviously, it's something that is at the forefront of our organization's thoughts, our minds, our players, our staff. It's something we've talked about at a tremendous depth. We try to open it up for our players to let them talk, discuss. Today was an extremely important day for us this morning as a unit, as a team, and it was an appropriate verdict. Obviously, agree there, but we got a lot of work to do. And I think, our league has done a great job helping bring change and continue to see change and push for change. And more than anything, I think today was hopefully a day of healing, but also to push us to want more, to be more, to want to see change. And I am proud to work for a league and an organization that wants to see that and continue the dialogue. And we won't stop here. We'll continue as an organization to do what we can in our own community, to call out injustices and to push our communities to be better. And that's what I think we all want for our kids, our families. And I think today was a step in the right direction, but obviously there's a lot of work to do. So transitioning to the Knicks, obviously, I'm not sure which the question was, but it was a long time ago we played the Knicks. Obviously, they've had a heck of a year. They're playing extremely well. They're a physical team. They play hard. They defend. It's going to take 48 minutes of being the aggressive team. We can't walk in here and hope they're going to hand us a game. We're going to have to go take this game with our physicality, our aggressiveness, our pace, how we move our bodies, how we move the ball. There's nothing tricky here. We just got to be better than we were our last game, even against Portland after that one. We got to be better tonight. So that's the goal here. Sam, I didn't know if you had anything more specific than that.
Oh, no, that was great. Thank you. And very well said on the opening statement. Thank you for sharing.
Rod?
Hey, JB, just I guess injury stuff. Is Devontae available tonight at this point? Do you know where is he at with his I guess injury?
Yeah, I'm hopeful. I mean, he's going through his warm-ups now. I'll run out there on the court and take a look at him. We're hopeful to get him back tonight. So that'd be a big boost for us.
The other thing you mentioned before about Malik, is he still kind of not able to do too much out there for you guys? Where is he at now with his comeback attempt?
Yeah, I wish I had, better news on that front. I just don't have much there. It's been a slow process with him, and it was a significant ankle injury. He's not rolled that ankle before. And so this one has taken a while to heal. Obviously, every ankle injury is different. Obviously, and this has just not gone our direction, this ankle injury. So, yeah, I mean, we'll just take it one day at a time and 1 week at a time and see where we're at. But it is a slow process right now.
Will Kunkel?
Hey, JB. Obviously, every game important down the stretch, especially if you're battling for the position that you are. But nice game against a team that you're kind of chasing, or you literally are chasing. Does it feel like a playoff game? Does it feel a little different?
I hope it does. I hope it does for our players. I think these are significant games based on tiebreakers, and obviously we got the 1-0 right now on them. Tiebreakers are significant in this era, but I don't think I have to share too much with our guys on this one. They understand this, and I'm not going to have to juice them up too much. If they're following the league like I hope they are, and I think they are, and we, based on our conversations, they understand the significance of this game. It's just about going out and doing our job now. I don't think I need to wind them up tonight for this one. It's a significant game. It's somebody that we are chasing, and we got to act appropriately, and I think that's to play aggressively and be the aggressors and go after this one.
Rick?
JB, the news about LaMelo being cleared to at least start individual activity. What's the ramp-up plan, and what are your aspirations as far as his opportunity to play again this season?
Well, the news is, That was extremely positive yesterday. There's at least hope that he could play again this season. Nothing's obviously written in stone. There's no guarantee that he will come back, but there's an opportunity now to get him back. And now, the cast is off, and we're just going to take it one day at a time. He was on the court working out just now. I'll get a little bit more information. I didn't get to see the workout, but I think it's one of those things. Hopefully, day to day, we see significant flexibility coming back, and he has not used that wrist since the surgery. It's been casted, obviously. So he's young, and I'm hopeful that helps. That wrist gets back to normal as quick as possible, and the flexibility is there. So really, it's just day to day, Rick, and seeing how much he can tolerate, and hopefully, a week from now, we're in a better place. And when he comes back or not, we just don't know yet. We're just going to have to see how he responds. Everybody would respond differently to this injury, so it's really case by case basis. But I think what we have on our side is that we have a little bit of time here to get him back, and he's young. So that's our hope.
Will?
When you use the term flexibility in his hand, Mitch made a point when he talked to us March 26th about how once the heel is bone is healed, then it, more than anything else, it becomes, how long does it take for him to get the atrophy out? Considering what he does, considering how much, his particular role is fine motor skill, do you think that adds a level of complication as far as when you'll be able to be comfortable for him to be effective?
Well, I think the number one thing is that it doesn't sound like he can injure this thing further. I think if there was that potential, we'd be a little bit more cautious there. The positive in this, it sounds like it's just a matter of flexibility. And obviously, when you're handling the ball, you're dribbling, you're shooting, you need the flexibility in your wrist. Maybe a big guy is a little bit different, but he handles the ball so much that, we do need, and he needs that flexibility back to be effective. So just hopeful that he gets it back quick. We just don't know. This is the first time we're going through it, and he's going through it. But I know our medical group, the doctors, everybody's in line. We met this morning. There's a plan in place to get that, and expedite sort of this flexibility there for him. He's an eager kid. I think he's going to push it here. The positives that there can't be further injury here. It's just about comfort now.
Thank you.
Will?
JB, things are vastly different from the last time you saw this Knick team, and obviously with your rotation, things are different as well. How do you go about attacking them differently with the roster makeup that you have going into tonight, especially, of course, pending Devontae's availability?
Well, Devontae will help, obviously. We're without Gordon. We're without Monk. Obviously, our offense has been challenged here of late, and especially against a good defensive team like we'll see tonight, a physical team. I think what you saw in the Portland game, what you saw in the Milwaukee game is how we're going to have to attack this team. Offensively, we've got to play with pace, and that means getting up and down the floor, but it's just how we play in the half court as well. It's not just in the full court. It's how we move our bodies, how we move the ball. This can't be ISO ball, one-on-one basketball, and we're missing those guys. Gordon's a one-on-one guy. He can make plays one-on-one. Melo can make plays one-on-one and beat you. Malik can make one-on-one plays and beat you. We're limited in that area. We got to have to do this thing together by moving them side to side, attacking where we can, and playing with great pace. So I think we did a pretty good job offensively attacking them last time, but this is a very different looking roster for us. So, but it's nothing different than what we've done the last couple games and what we saw in our Milwaukee win and our Portland win. Those are things that we're going to have to exploit tonight.
Tim?
Hey, JB, a couple things. You obviously got a chance to see RJ Barrett when he was at Duke, and then obviously these past couple years in the league. I was curious, where have you seen him grow the most over this past, especially these 2 years in the NBA, and where do you see his game now that he's approaching the end of his second season?
Sure, his shooting. I mean, you can start there. I think just the ability to shoot the ball now, he looks much more comfortable, a lot more confident in his shot. He's made a lot more plays. I think his playmaking is really taken a step there. And a lot of that comes out of your confidence in shooting the ball. I think players in general, when they can shoot the ball and they can get downhill, they get much more comfortable making plays off the bounce and making plays for other people. His defense has improved as well. I think he's done a very nice job in his defense. He's grown in that area. Obviously, this is a defensive-minded coaching staff, and I think that's helped his growth there. But I think overall, Tim, I think the biggest thing is his shot-making ability and his ability to make plays for others. And I think he's become a much better playmaker there. So, yeah, he's having a heck of a year. He's really grown this season.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll wrap it up with James.
Hey, JB, James Plowright at The Hive. We've seen PJ play both power forward, center this year. Wondering if, from what we've seen, the sample size so far, what you think his best position is?
Well, he could play the 4 and the 5. I think at times, I don't want to get into roster makeup. He can play the 4. There's no question about that. For us this season, based on our roster, based on what we need, he's been more efficient for us, more effective at the 5. Driving the 5s, stretching them, running them. There seems to be more advantages for PJ at the 5 this season. That doesn't say he can't play the 4. If the right combination is around him, I do still think he has 4 in him. We saw that last year. He was effective there. So I can't say that he can't be effective there. For us this season, his advantage and his best minutes have come at the 5, and we'll continue to look at that for for the rest of the season. So where we're
That's
at.
great.